I want you to pause for a moment and feel the warmth of my presence. For I have been waiting patiently to speak to your heart, ever so gently reminding you that you are never without my loving gaze. Know that I see every beat of your heart, each breath you take, and each wish you harbor in the hidden corners of your soul, for I designed you with exquisite care and purpose. I am the everlasting light illuminating your path, the steady hand that will never let you slip, and the faithful companion who walks by your side with unending devotion. Do not allow worry to overtake your spirit, but instead welcome my peace, for I am here to sustain you, and I will stand by you through every challenge you face. Take courage and lift your gaze toward the horizon, for I am preparing new beginnings that will amaze and strengthen you. So take heart and believe that your tomorrow is already held in the palm of my hand, even when present circumstances suggest otherwise. I see the sorrow that weighs on you and the disappointment that tries to halt your progress, but I also see the gleam of faith within you that refuses to be extinguished. Nurture that spark by calling on my name in your moments of weakness, and watch as I turn your tears into testimonies of hope and deliverance. Place your dreams upon my altar, and I will sanctify them with my boundless grace, refining them into a reality that surpasses your bravest prayers. Rise up with unwavering confidence, for I, your God, will carry you into unimaginable victory. No matter how many doubts have troubled your spirit, I urge you now to cling tightly to hope, for I am the wellspring of renewal and boundless life. I will reshape those broken dreams and cradle your bruised faith with my gentle touch, just as a potter lovingly repairs a vessel that has fallen and cracked. Keep your heart wide open to my presence, and let my peace overflow within you, chasing away every fear that dares to rise. You have come so far already, and I will not abandon you now, for my promise has always been that I will hold you close and never let go. Embrace the coming days with anticipation, for I am planting seeds of unexpected blessings that will flourish in due time. My child, prayer is not merely a wish list. It's a sacred communion, an ongoing conversation that links your heart with mine. In this intimate exchange, you learn my will and align your desires to match my plans, discovering that my purposes for you are far richer than you can envision. Though I may not always answer in the manner or timing you expect, I assure you that my responses are always for your ultimate good. Sometimes I grant what you request. Other times, I redirect you toward better opportunities or guide you to wait until your heart is prepared to receive. Trust that my wisdom infinitely surpasses human understanding. I extend my hand to you right now, longing for you to realize that I understand your burdens, your questions, and your longing for security in a changing world. Yes, I witness those silent cries in the stillness of the night, the anxious moments when your heart trembles with uncertainty. Yet I assure you, there is no storm too fierce for my safeguarding arms. I am your anchor when the winds howl, the unwavering rock beneath your feet when everything else feels unstable, and the gentle whisper calling your name when discouragement tries to take hold. Be still and accept the assurance that I have crafted a loving plan for your journey, even in the darkest valleys where hope seems but a distant memory. When you feel lonely or misunderstood, may my words of blessing serve as a reminder that you are not traveling life's roads without purpose or companion. I stand beside you, overshadowing every fear and cleansing every regret. Release your need to figure out every detail of tomorrow, and instead trust that I am already there, preparing a place of safety and abundant joy. Look not to the left or right, nor let the echoes of the past define who you are. Gaze steadfastly upon me, the architect of your destiny, and believe that I am clearing away every obstacle, forging a route to blessings you have yet to imagine. The world may try to convince you that your worth hinges on worldly achievements or fleeting measures of success, yet I urge you to stand firm in the truth. Your value rests in my everlasting love and acceptance. Even if you stumble and lose direction, do not despair, for I have chosen you as my treasured possession, and nothing can diminish the affection I have for you. Like a sculptor chiseling away rough edges, I am shaping your character and refining your spirit. Cling to the promise that you are not defined by failures, but by my grace that lifts you up again and again. Embrace this reality. You are my cherished masterpiece. Therefore, do not shy away from embracing your calling, for I have endowed you with abilities tailored to bless those around you. Sometimes you might feel unqualified or unprepared, but remember that I equip those I call, providing the strength and resources they need to fulfill my plan. When you commit your desires to me, I will open doors that no one can shut and lead you toward green pastures that revive your spirit. Keep your eyes fixed on me and let go of any fear, because I will not permit the storms of life to prevail against you. Let your heart overflow with gratitude, knowing that I have assigned you a role of eternal worth. Listen closely, for I call you now to remember that your worth does not hinge on your past mistakes or the voices that attempt to disparage you. My mercy outweighs every failure, and my forgiveness washes away even the deepest stain, leaving you radiant in my sight. You are more than the setbacks that have challenged your faith, more than the rejections that have wounded your heart, and more than the frailties you notice in your own reflection. Turn away from the shame that tries to weigh you down, and let my grace light every step you take. Stand assured that I love you unconditionally, and nothing shall ever separate you from that love. My beloved one, I created you with a divine purpose that resonates in the core of your being, a unique calling that only you can fulfill in this vast tapestry of creation. Even when you feel small or overlooked, I assure you that I see you as vital, like a candle that brightens an entire room. You might wonder if your gifts are too subtle or your voice too quiet, but I have placed seeds of greatness within you that will flourish in due season. Do not compare yourself to others, for you are crafted in my image, bearing a reflection of my endless creativity. Live in the knowledge that you have a place of honor in my grand design. My dearest one, I have known you since before you were formed, and I have carried you tenderly through each season of your life, even when you felt unworthy or overlooked by others. Believe in the truth that you are cherished beyond measure, more precious to me than the most radiant gem, and I see in you a beauty that can never be diminished by doubt or fear. I am your constant refuge, providing solace when your tears fall unrestrained, and I am the fortress in whom you can place your trust without hesitation. Do not be frightened of the unknown. I will guide you across every uncharted terrain and calm every restless thought. My precious creation, never forget that you are part of a sacred story, one woven with threads of grace, mercy, and redemption. Let your faith echo throughout every step you take, whispering assurance that my promises are rock solid, unbreakable, and trustworthy. There is no depth I would not traverse to rescue you, no distance I would not travel to bring you safely home. You are enveloped in my loving embrace, and I will keep you secure under the shield of my presence. Stand in awe of my faithfulness, and let your heart surge with expectancy as I lead you to the glorious horizon of my unfolding plan. My child, the burdens you bear are never too heavy for me. I am your helper, your rescuer in every dire circumstance, and the one who breathes life into deserts of despair. Though hardships may seem unending, know that your story is still unfolding, and I will never allow sorrow to have the final word. Take heart, for my power is at work behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, people, and miracles in a tapestry too grand for you to grasp. Continue to trust in me, and I will use every challenge to shape you into a vessel of grace, one that radiates my glory in a troubled world. Dear child, I want you to rejoice in the reality that every breath you breathe is sustained by my compassion, for I have breathed my spirit into your being to make you strong. When the path ahead looks uncertain or the journey seems too long, draw near to me in prayer, for I am the well that never runs dry, the source of living water that will quench every longing in your soul. Do not hesitate to speak with me, whether your words are eloquent or faltering, for I understand every expression of your heart. Trust that I am working in ways beyond your understanding, clearing obstacles and paving a path toward a bright and glorious destiny. In this moment, open your heart to receive the reassurance of my never-ending care, for it delights me to pour out blessings in abundance upon you. Envision the new doors I am unlocking, the healing I am delivering, and the relationships I am restoring. Whatever your heart has yearned for in secret, I have heard every whispered request and collected every tear that falls. Place your hope in the promise that I will fulfill your deepest needs and shower you with my gracious favor. Let joy blossom within you, confident that I, the Lord of endless compassion, will never cease to extend my arms around you. Never doubt that a radiant future awaits, especially when you remain anchored in my love. Yes, storms may come, and the winds of adversity may beat upon the walls of your life. But if your foundation is set upon my word, you will not topple. I, the eternal God, am your firm footing, your shelter in the tempest, and your guiding star when the night seems unending. Let confidence arise within your soul, knowing that the best chapters of your story are yet to be written. You and I will walk through them together, forging a testament to my grace that will shine for generations to come. My child, every moment you dedicate to reflecting, my love and walking in faith is a treasure in my eyes. Even your smallest prayers ascend to my throne like sweet incense, and I delight in your attempts to draw closer to me. Be at peace, for I am proud of your persistent devotion and your willingness to keep believing despite uncertainties. Above all else, rest in the truth that my grace is sufficient for you, my power is perfected in your weakness, and I will never cease to sustain you. Your life is cradled in my everlasting arms, and I will continue to prove your importance to me day by day. So rest confidently, dear child, and walk with a spirit of calm, knowing that you do not journey through life unguarded. Let your heart overflow with gratitude for the many ways I intervene, whether through supernatural wonders or gentle nudges that prevent unseen disasters. Bask in the peace that surpasses human understanding, for I am not only your creator, but also your protector, your shield, and your ever-present help in times of need. Keep your faith alive, and trust that my watchful eye remains upon you, both now and forevermore, ensuring that you dwell securely in the haven of my unfailing love. Trust, my child, is an active choice, a deliberate step onto the path I have prepared for you, even when you cannot see the end. Faith is not the absence of uncertainty, but the willingness to move forward despite it, confident in my good intentions for you. Rest assured that I will not mislead you, nor abandon you in times of struggle. Instead, I will provide stepping stones in the murkiest waters, so that with each step of obedience, you discover how reliable I truly am. When doubt knocks at the door of your heart, answer it with the promises I have made. My cherished child, as you carry these words in your heart, let them serve as a gentle refrain that grounds you in my steadfast truth, day after day. The journey ahead may present twists, turns, and unexpected detours, yet through every bend in the road, my loving presence remains your North Star. When you find your strength waning, lean fully into my arms, for I will infuse you with resilience beyond your natural capacity. Whenever doubt creeps in, recall this unbreakable reality. I, the Lord of all creation, have pledged myself to you in an everlasting covenant of grace and mercy. Imagine the unwavering devotion of a shepherd tending his flock, braving the night watch and standing fearless against prowling predators to keep his sheep secure. In that same way, I watch over you with a diligence that never fades. I search for you when you stray, wrap you in my arms when you are wounded, and celebrate with joy when you find refuge in my fold. If you ever doubt my protection, recall all the times you nearly stumbled, yet found a lifeline to hold on to. Those moments bear witness to my unwavering defense. You are not alone. You never have been. And now, as you step forward in faith, remember that I have never left your side, and I will continue to shine a light upon your way. My friendship is unwavering, my kindness unending, and my truth will guide you through every shadow. Lift your head to the skies, knowing that I stand guard over you like a watchful shepherd, making a way even when you see only obstacles. Stay brave and keep trusting, because my goodness is everlasting, and you have nothing to fear when you lean upon my strength. My beloved child, journey on in courage, for I will be your steadfast companion. Recall the promise I made, that I would never leave you nor forsake you. Even if the entire world seems to shift beneath your feet, I remain your rock and your refuge. When confusion or uncertainty clouds your vision, come to me in prayer, cling to my promises, and wait for my guidance. Soon enough, you will perceive the gentle clarity only I can provide. It might not always arrive in a thundering declaration. Sometimes it is found in a quiet moment of revelation, or a subtle realignment of circumstances that confirm my direction for you. Remain hopeful, for my guidance is both sure and timely. Carry this final assurance: you are never alone, for I am always with you, enveloping you in my infinite love. When you lie down at night, let this truth be the lullaby that calms your mind, and when you awake each morning, let it be the anthem that stirs you to face the day with confidence. I will continue to guide you, preserve you, and bless you as you walk forward in faith. May your heart overflow with gratitude, your spirit with hope, and your eyes with the constant awareness of my presence, for I am God, and you are my beloved child, forever secure in my embrace. My beloved child, as we draw near to the end of this heartfelt conversation, I want you to fully grasp the unwavering nature of my love for you. From the first moment I shaped you in the secret places of creation, my delight in you has never diminished. I have walked through your joys and sorrows, and I have not missed a single tear or triumph. My love does not falter based on your performance or shift with your emotions. It stands as firm as a mountain peak, immovable through the fiercest storms. So rest in that knowledge, letting it saturate your heart with peace that surpasses understanding. As you lay your worries at my feet, believe that I am both able and willing to address every concern you bring forth. Do not doubt my willingness, for I treasure the moments you spend with me, trusting in my compassion and power. If you wonder whether I will respond, let my history of faithfulness be your guide. I have always acted on behalf of those who seek me in earnest. When you are fearful, lift up your voice and watch as my peace descends, calming your spirit like a gentle lullaby. Keep your faith steadfast, for I work wonders in response to the sincere pleas of a believing heart. I see the financial strains that keep you awake at night, the apprehension that you might lack what you need to provide for yourself and those you hold dear. But let me remind you that I am your provider, the one who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. Trust that I am working in ways you cannot see, orchestrating provision and positioning helpers where you least expect. No matter the scarcity you face, rely on my boundless resources, for I am a God who turns emptiness into abundance. Let your faith rise even in scarcity, and watch as I multiply your little into more than enough. Prayer need not be complicated. It can be as intimate as a whispered confession or as joyful as a song of thanks. Bring me your questions, your doubts, and your pain, for I never grow weary of hearing your voice. When you quiet your mind and tune your heart to my presence, you create space for my spirit to speak softly to you, offering wisdom, guidance, and comfort. Make it a habit to consult me in every decision, no matter how small, so that my counsel may guide your steps onto firm and fruitful ground. I stand ready to provide clarity and direction to those who seek my guidance above all else. When doubts creep into your heart, remember that I have formed every part of your being, body, mind, and soul, for my noble purposes. If you ever question whether you matter, recall that I lovingly knit you together, counting every hair on your head. There is a brilliance in you that might be hidden by worry or shame, but I see it clearly, and I want you to discover it too. Even in your quiet thoughts, you reflect my image, and in your gentle deeds, you radiate my goodness. Therefore, hold on to the truth that your life bears immense significance in the vast cosmic story that I continue to write. When illness or chronic pain troubles your body, I see how it exhausts your spirit, draining your joy and testing your resolve. I am not distant from your suffering. Rather, I hold you close, feeling each throb of discomfort as though it were my own. I am the great physician, and I will bring healing in my perfect timing, whether that healing is instant or gradual. Until then, take my hand and let my sustaining love carry you through each day. Find comfort in the truth that your weakness does not limit me, and your testimony of perseverance can shine as a beacon of hope for others. Therefore, lift your head, beloved, for my blessing rests upon you, and my favor goes ahead of you like a herald announcing the arrival of something magnificent. Take bold steps of faith, even if they feel small in the grand scheme, for I will honor your obedience and multiply the outcomes. In every heartbeat, in every breath I am near, whispering reminders that your life has purpose, meaning, and a destiny orchestrated by my own hand. Relinquish any notion that you walk alone, for I am by your side in every valley, on every mountaintop, and along every ordinary path in between. I leave you now with a charge to hold on to hope, to stand resolutely in faith, and to expect miracles where logic sees none. Embrace my peace, cling to my promises, and allow my love to shape every aspect of your being. May your life be a symphony of praise to the one who formed you, loved you, and carried you when the journey felt too daunting. Walk forward, confident that I go before you, preparing the way, and behind you, protecting what lies in your past. The best is yet to come, dear child, and I will be with you every step of the way. Life can feel unpredictable, and at times it may seem that every door slams shut just as you are about to step through. Disappointment can entangle your thoughts, making you believe that perhaps you are destined for perpetual struggle. Yet I assure you, my child, that even those closed doors serve a purpose, guiding you away from paths that would not fulfill your destiny. I lead you with tenderness and precision, knowing the precise moment to unlock new opportunities. So, when frustration threatens to consume you, place your trust in me, for I hold the key that will open the right door at the right time. My dearest child, I beckon you to come before me in prayer, not as a ritual devoid of feeling, but as a direct connection with my heart, which beats with immeasurable love for you. When you open your lips, or even silently lift your thoughts to me, know that I am listening intently, ready to receive every petition, every sigh, and every thanksgiving. I do not require grand gestures or immaculate phrases. A simple cry from the depth of your soul carries more weight in my presence than the most elaborate ceremony. Let your heart speak freely, for I am the one who understands you fully. My child, do not allow the voices of the world to drown out my assurances of your worth. Resist the doubt that tries to convince you that you are too flawed to be of use or too broken to be loved. I take delight in turning what seems ruined into something beautiful beyond imagination. Though you may carry scars, both seen and unseen, I specialize in transforming those very scars into testimonies of redemption and renewal. In my hands, every broken fragment of your life can be gathered and made whole again, for I see potential where others see only despair. Embrace prayer and trust as your means of drawing ever closer to me. For in our communion, you find strength to face each day, courage to overcome every trial, and comfort that transcends earthly logic. Look up to me, dear one, and let your soul take refuge in my unchanging nature. As you entrust your life into my hands, I will lovingly shape your circumstances, orchestrating events and molding your spirit to reflect the fullness of my glory. Keep praying, keep trusting, and watch as I work wonders that surpass anything you could have envisioned. I am here listening, and I will never let you go. As you look to the horizon, trust that I am indeed doing a new thing in your life, weaving threads of joy, healing, and fulfillment into each new chapter. Keep your eyes on the possibilities I reveal, rather than the limitations your mind might devise. Where you see a dead end, I see a grand beginning. Where you see a desert, I see fertile ground ready for miracles. Seek me wholeheartedly, and you will discover wonders that will leave you in awe of my goodness. Let hope flourish, watering it daily with prayer and gratitude, so it may bloom into a glorious testimony of my active presence in your life. Beloved, in every breath you take, remember that my heart beats in unison with yours, ever attentive to your joys and sorrows, always prepared to comfort, guide, and celebrate you. Cling to the certainty that no height or depth, no fear of the future nor regret of the past, can lessen my encompassing devotion. Journey onward with the conviction that your tomorrow is safe within my hands, and let your soul blossom under the constant warmth of my unwavering love. Step boldly into new seasons, ever mindful that I, the Lord your God, walk beside you, now and for all eternity. I know how the heaviness of fear can weigh on your heart, making it hard to breathe, and how the uncertainties of tomorrow can encroach upon your peace. Many nights you have tossed and turned, wondering if you will have the strength to face another day, feeling overwhelmed by circumstances you cannot control. Yet I urge you not to let your heart be consumed by anxiety, for I am with you at every turn, guiding you with gentle hands through the most challenging obstacles. When the darkness of doubt looms, remember that my light shines brightest in the midst of trial, and I will never forsake you. Finally, hold fast to my promises each day as though clinging to a lifeline, for indeed they are. They will keep your feet from slipping into discouragement, and they will anchor your dreams in the reality of my unfailing goodness. Do not allow the shadows of yesterday to eclipse the bright potential of tomorrow. Look beyond your circumstances, lift your heart in prayer, and watch as I answer in ways that will amaze you. Stay open to receiving my love in all the surprising ways it manifests, trusting that I am a creative, intentional God who is deeply involved in the details of your life. In your relationships, I know that tension and heartbreak can sometimes bruise your soul. Whether it is a betrayal by someone you trusted or a lingering loneliness that you cannot seem to shake, I want you to know that I am the mender of hearts, capable of bringing restoration and harmony. I weep with you when you are wounded, and I rejoice with you when healing dawns. When you feel abandoned or misunderstood, pour your sorrow out to me and allow my comforting presence to fill the void left by human frailty. I promise to bring reconciliation and renewed love in ways that honor the depths of your being. My precious one, I want you to see yourself as a valuable thread woven into a magnificent tapestry of hope and redemption. Each day, your actions and prayers contribute to a story far greater than you can imagine, for I orchestrate every detail with perfect wisdom. I have placed you in this time and place for reasons that will become clearer as you walk in faith. Trust in my timing and be assured that your life touches others in ways you may never fully comprehend. Your compassion brings healing, your smile fosters hope, and your steadfastness inspires the weary. When the weight of the world threatens to crumble your resolve, let your first response be to kneel before me, or simply bow your heart if your circumstances don't allow. Whisper my name in the darkness, and I will ignite a spark of hope that illumines your spirit. Let every tension, every anxious thought, and every apprehension become a reason to approach my throne of grace. I promise to meet you there, greeting you with outstretched arms and a compassionate gaze that melts away all fear. Your prayers matter to me, and your faith has the power to move mountains. Consider a seed planted in the soil, hidden from sight for a time, its potential seemingly dormant. In much the same way, the seeds of faith and perseverance within you will germinate when watered with trust in my timing. It may take patience, resilience, and unwavering belief, but just as surely as nature follows its course, your life will yield fruit, abundant and overflowing. Do not be discouraged if progress seems slow. I am often working in the shadows, preparing the ground and nurturing your spirit in ways you cannot perceive. The growth that comes from waiting can be profound and enduring. And now, I bless you and your loved ones with my divine peace, a peace that transcends human reasoning and brings tranquility even in the midst of chaos. Let your home be filled with the gentle warmth of my spirit, restoring fractured relationships and igniting compassion within each heart. May each corner of your dwelling resonate with the echo of my grace, turning every worry into a testament of faith, every tear into a river of healing. I desire for you and your family to thrive, to taste the sweetness of unity, and to anchor your souls in my comforting promises. I also bless you with discernment to recognize the difference between what is true and what is transient. The voices of the world can deceive or distract you, vying for your affection and allegiance. Yet my voice calls you to a higher path. When you align your steps with my will, you will find a joy that no earthly pleasure can replicate. Listen closely to the inward promptings of my spirit, for they will confirm the path of righteousness, compassion, and wisdom. As you live out these truths, you become a beacon of my love, radiating hope wherever you go. I want you to know that my help transcends any limitation, for my strength is limitless, and my compassion knows no bounds. Even when your situation seems dire, with no earthly escape in sight, remember that I am the God who makes roads in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Though logic or human reasoning may fail you, my supernatural provision remains unshaken, and my desire to help you never diminishes. Trust me enough to place your impossibilities in my hands, for I excel in breathing life into hopeless conditions and forging a way where none existed. My child, do not be paralyzed by the fear of failure or the weight of regret. Instead, fix your eyes on the horizon of hope that I have painted before you. I design each chapter of your journey to enrich your character, deepen your faith, and increase your compassion for others. If you allow the pains of yesterday to keep you from embracing tomorrow, you rob yourself of the blessings I long to pour into your life. Release your burdens onto me and embrace the promise of a fresh start, for I delight in offering new beginnings and second chances. I call you to rise above the standards and limitations that society imposes, because I have formed you to shine like a lamp set high on a stand. You are meant to illuminate your surroundings with acts of kindness, compassion, and truth. Do not fear that your contribution is too small, for I multiply every gesture of love that you offer in my name. Celebrate the unique role I have assigned to you, even if it differs from what you once imagined, and trust that I have arranged all things for your good. You are dear to me, and I will never cease to guide you along your journey. I encourage you, dear one, to cultivate an ongoing awareness of my love as you move forward. Let it be the foundation upon which you build your choices, relationships, and dreams. When temptation arises and whispers that you are unloved or overlooked, stand firm in the truth. I love you with an eternal passion. My covenant with you is sealed in my faithfulness, and not one word I have spoken over you will ever return void. As the morning sun always rises, so does my affection remain steadfast, painting your life with renewed mercies each day. Even in moments when you feel inadequate or question your purpose, trust that I am able to work through every season of your life, whether it be one of laughter or tears, abundance or scarcity, triumph or seeming defeat. Each chapter holds lessons that refine your soul, sculpting you into a reflection of my love for the world to see. Let your soul rest in the knowledge that nothing is wasted in my hands. I redeem every circumstance, every heartache, and every delay, weaving them into a masterpiece that will one day reveal my glory in full measure. There are moments when you feel misunderstood by those around you, and you question whether anyone truly sees the battles you silently fight in your mind. In those moments, look to me, for I understand you more deeply than anyone else ever could, and my compassion for you is boundless. Even your hidden tears, the ones you refuse to shed in public, are precious in my sight. Do not think you must endure every trial alone, for my arms are wide open, ready to offer solace when your spirit grows weary. Cling to me, and I will carry you through the fiercest storms. Above all, let gratitude saturate your perspective, for a thankful heart is fertile ground for hope to flourish. Thank me for the victories I have already granted, for the lessons learned in times of trial, and for the certainty that I hold your future in my capable hands. In cultivating this attitude of grateful trust, you position yourself to receive even more of my goodness. Believe with each new sunrise that I have fresh mercies waiting for you, accompanied by the promise that I will never leave you to face the unknown alone. With me, every tomorrow shines with promise. My beloved, though you may have faced rejection or slammed doors, remember that a setback is often a setup for something greater in my kingdom. Think of how Joseph went from a prison cell to a position of influence, or how Ruth's tragedy became the gateway to a blessed lineage. These examples echo through time, showing that I can use every struggle to propel you into a future woven with threads of redemption. Therefore, do not lose heart when life appears to be unraveling. Cling to me, and I will weave every strand into a tapestry far more resplendent than you can envision. Take heart in the knowledge that I, the Lord your God, find joy in you. When you seek me in the hush of dawn or the stillness of night, know that my heart is filled with tenderness for you. I am not distant or unapproachable. On the contrary, I am with you, longing to commune with you in every step, every decision, and every breath. If you doubt your importance, speak with me, and let my words of life envelop you, reminding you that I fashioned you to be a channel of my grace. Indeed, you are a vessel designed for wondrous things, brimming with divine purpose. Think of the prophet Elijah, who, when overwhelmed by despair, discovered that I had already prepared a gentle whisper of encouragement and a renewed mission for him. So too, I have a gentle whisper for you, reminding you that your story is not over, that I have greater adventures waiting just beyond your current horizon. Do not assume that your past disqualifies you. for I excel at using imperfect vessels to accomplish my grand designs. Allow me to shape and refine you, so that when the doors of opportunity swing open, you are ready to walk through them with courage and grace. Let your heart be open to the new paths I lay before you, for I am a God of surprises, specializing in transforming barren deserts into fertile land. You might believe a certain chapter of your life is closed, yet I can pen a sequel that exceeds every expectation. Believe in my power to restore what seems lost, to resurrect what seems dead, and to rejuvenate what seems worn beyond repair. When you place your trust in my steadfast hand, you open the door to miracles that defy human logic. Let joy blossom within you as you envision the marvels I have planned. In moments of danger, call out to me, and I will be swift to respond, rescuing you from every peril. Think of how I delivered my people from the fiery furnace, and how I closed the mouths of lions, demonstrating my mighty hand on behalf of those who trust in me. Likewise, I will intervene for you, whether through miraculous signs or the quiet orchestration of circumstances that shield you from harm. Fear not, for the same power that parted seas and broke prison chains is at work even now, ever ready to secure your safety and bring you peace. And when the weight of your struggles presses upon you, listen for my voice reminding you that I have plans to rescue you in the most extraordinary ways. I dispatch help through everyday people who offer kind words or extend a helping hand at just the right moment. I send comfort through a timely message or a gentle nudge in your spirit that assures you everything will be all right. You see, my help is woven into every fabric of your life, often unnoticed, but always present. Let your eyes be open to these signals of my care, for I am a God who is near, not distant. Do not fear the weight of your responsibilities, even when it feels like you are carrying the world on your shoulders. Remember that I have invited you to cast every burden upon me, to exchange your weariness for my rest. You need not prove your worth by endless striving or perfect performance, for I accept you as you are, weary soul and all. Look to me when your strength fails, and I will become the rock beneath your feet, ensuring that you stand unshaken in the midst of any storm. My power is made evident in your weakness, so surrender your cares into my capable hands. My beloved child, I want you to rest in the assurance that my protective power is like a shield encompassing you at all times, fending off invisible threats and deflecting the arrows of fear aimed at your heart. When danger seems imminent and everything around you trembles, remember that I am your fortress, an unassailable stronghold you can rely on without reservation. Do not tremble when the winds of uncertainty roar, for I have already set my angels in charge over you, to guard you in every step you take. My protection is steadfast, and I will not leave you exposed. My precious one, allow your heart to soar with anticipation for the days ahead, for I have designed a future that holds promises yet to be unveiled. Though you may pass through seasons of uncertainty or sorrow, take courage in the knowledge that dawn always breaks after the darkest nights. I invite you to dream again, to rekindle the visions you once held dear, and to trust that I am capable of breathing life into every aspiration aligned with my loving purpose. Even now, I am orchestrating blessings and opportunities that will rejuvenate your hope. Consider a mother hen gathering her chicks under her wings, sheltering them from the harsh elements, watching over them with unwavering diligence. So do I gather you beneath my expansive care, ensuring that nothing can tear you away from my grasp. Even if you find yourself in uncharted territory, uncertain of where to turn, allow your spirit to recall that I have you in the palm of my hand. I see the traps that lie ahead and the pitfalls hidden in shadows, and I have already mapped a path to guide you safely through. Let this knowledge calm your restless thoughts. Child, when anxiety whispers that you must face your battles alone, silence that lie with the truth that I have never abandoned you, nor will I ever. At each sunrise, I renew my commitment to watch over you, and at nightfall, I surround you with my presence. From the earliest moments of your life to this very day, I have stood guard over you, protecting your spirit from harm. Do not allow fear to paralyze you or rob you of the joy that is rightfully yours. Instead, walk boldly in the knowledge that your defender goes before you, stands beside you, and dwells within you. When the storms of life strike with sudden fury, let your heart find peace in my promise that the chaos shall not consume you. I stand by you, calming the violent currents and speaking tranquility into your turbulent seas. Though the waves may surge, they cannot sweep you away from my saving grace. Lean on me, and let your faith be anchored in the immovable rock of my word. If the pressures of the world feel insurmountable, remember that with a single command, I can still the most raging tempest and bring clarity out of confusion. Hold your dreams close, dear child, but hold me even closer. Place your ambitions, plans, and fears into my hands, for when surrendered to me, they become conduits of blessing, not only for you, but for those around you. I have designed you to be a vessel of my grace, a recipient of divine revelation that can spark revival in your community. Never underestimate the ripple effect of a single act of obedience performed out of love for me. One word of encouragement, one gesture of kindness, can resonate far beyond your immediate surroundings. Too often, you may think you have to be strong on your own before approaching me in prayer, but I invite you to come as you are, weaknesses and all, and let my grace sustain you. The Apostle Paul once declared that, "My strength is made perfect in weakness," and this truth remains the same for you. When you acknowledge your limitations, I reveal my limitless ability. When you confess your shortcomings, I pour out my forgiveness without reproach. Therefore, do not hesitate to come to me in your most vulnerable state, for I will clothe you with power from on high. Even when your heart feels dull or heavy, when your faith seems as fragile as a withered leaf, my devotion toward you burns brightly, illuminating your darkest corners with compassion. If ever you doubt the extent of my affection, recall the countless times I have stirred hope in you, the quiet moments when I whispered reassurance that seemed to come from nowhere. That reassurance was me, reminding you that no space or circumstance can separate you from my constant presence. You belong to me, and nothing can snatch you away from my protective embrace. Trust, too, goes hand in hand with prayer. It's easy to pray but still hold on to your burdens, as though you fear they might tumble into oblivion if you dare let go. Yet I ask you to release your grip, to place every care in my capable hands, knowing that I love you too profoundly to ignore your pleas. Remind yourself of my sovereignty, my power to move mountains and calm seas, and rest assured that I care about every detail of your life. When you trust in me completely, you enable my grace to manifest in ways that outshine your greatest hopes. As you journey onward, pay attention to the gentle nudges of my spirit, beckoning you to act in compassion toward others, to speak life where there is despair, to offer a listening ear to the broken, and to carry my hope to those who have lost their way. You are my hands and feet in this world, bearing the banner of love that transcends boundaries. Every act of kindness radiates my heart, shining through the darkness of sorrow, bitterness, or strife. Believe that your willingness to serve will have ripple effects far beyond what you can currently perceive. You might question whether you have the strength to hold on to me when life's currents threaten to sweep you away. Do not let such doubts overcome you, for even if your grip weakens, mine never does. Like a loving parent clasping their child's hand through a bustling crowd, I keep you secure in my grasp. Trust in the power of that grip, which guided Abraham, Moses, and countless others through wildernesses of testing and triumph. If I carried them, know that I will likewise carry you, no matter how rough the road or steep the climb. As you press on, May your heart brim with anticipation for the marvelous wonders I have yet to unfold in your life. The struggles you face today can become stepping stones toward greater victories tomorrow, for I specialize in turning challenges into catalysts for growth. Every trial can refine you, stripping away fear, pride, and doubt, leaving space for faith and humble dependence on my Spirit. Embrace these processes, even when they feel arduous, for on the other side lies a renewed sense of purpose and strength you never thought possible. Amid the cacophony of voices vying for your attention, learn to discern my voice calling you to hope. Let my promises be the anchor for your soul, keeping you steady when doubts attempt to sway you from your course. The world may speak of limitations, telling you to lower your expectations and safeguard your heart from disappointment. But I invite you to believe that through me, all things are possible. Nurture your trust in my faithfulness, and watch as you discover dreams within you that you never realized existed. When you sense the weight of worry pressing upon you, turn your eyes upward and remember that I stand ready to shoulder every burden. I have given you my Spirit, your divine comforter and counselor, to remind you of truths you've learned, to guide you in decisions that challenge your mind, and to uplift your spirit when you feel depleted. Do not hesitate to ask for my guidance, for I am never too distant to respond. My counsel is a breath away, and my desire is to shepherd you along paths of safety, holiness, and unshakable peace. Embrace each new day with the eagerness of a child unwrapping a gift, for I have imbued your journey with hidden gems of revelation and growth. Learn from each step, whether it be triumphant or challenging, and know that I am molding you through every experience. Seek my guidance each morning. Ask for my sustaining grace throughout the day, and reflect on my faithfulness when evening comes. Such habits will keep your soul attuned to my presence, filling you with the persistent hope that tomorrow holds boundless potential in me. I understand the guilt you carry for past choices and the shame that tries to haunt you when you remember those moments you wish you could erase. My child, do not allow those memories to define you, for my forgiveness is complete and my mercy is new each morning. I have washed away every trace of your wrongdoing, casting it into the depths of the sea. When the accuser tries to remind you of your failures, stand firm in the knowledge that I have set you free. Step forward in confidence, for my grace is stronger than any regret. My beloved child,